7 years ago, I moved to the community of Maplewood and was looking for a place for my son Danny to go to childcare, and discovered the South Mountain YMCA. A year and a half later, I found out, to my surprise, that I was pregnant with my second, with Molly. And I also, at the same time, discovered that I was a single parent. No other financial support. I went into a complete panic mode and went to the director of the South Mountain Y in tears because I didn't think there was any way that I could handle having 2 children. And she said that the Y would take care of me. And so I got an enormous amount of financial assistance that enabled me to keep my family together, to still go to work in the Bronx and come back home and know that my kids were not just safe, but were having this enriching, warm, enveloping experience at the Y. And that kind of help that is just it's beyond money. It's what held my family together. It's what allowed my family to be what my family is now, and I'm completely grateful.
Usually before, when I would read something, I had to read it again because sometimes I wouldn't really understand, and it would be kind of hard for me to answer the questions for comprehension. So when I started doing it on the program, it made it easier and I understood more and I was able to do it.
She likes to read, but she is not the type of child, or has never been the type of child, that would pick up a book and always be in front of a book like this. But with this program, I see it pushes her more. She is more encouraged to read anything that she gets her hands on. Comprehension, she has gotten a little bit more reasoning to what she has read, and to write a complete sentence or a paragraph or an essay, a summary in the correct way that she should. Put into her, reading is a key to your knowledge. Just continue reading, and the more you read, if a math problem comes, then you can understand the instructions that they're asking you to do in order to get the math done. The New Century program, I'm telling you, this program is magnificent. I'm grateful for it. And she's in 5th grade now, but she goes to middle school next year, and she's going to be coming to the Y again until they don't need her here anymore.
My family's been a member probably for a couple of years. My daughter swims here, but I only started coming and really participating for about the last 6 months. My husband works out here, and I decided that I needed to start getting in better shape, and it was good for my body and my mind if I started exercising. So I started attending the high-intensity classes. It helped me by getting me in better shape and making me lose weight and losing body fat and increasing body muscle and giving me free time to focus on me time. And I kind of got sucked in and I really like it. Best benefit of the Y membership is the consistency, the friendliness. There's always someone here. Everyone says good morning to you. Everyone is super friendly, always eager to help, always, helpful, answer questions, anything that you need. Me and my family are here a lot. Between swim, my daughter's on the swim team, between swim lessons, summer camp, day camps, the gym, someone in my family is probably here at least once a day, if not more.
So this past spring, my next door neighbor, had a series of unfortunate events occur in his family. His daughter, who has 3 children and who is living in Florida, found herself homeless. And part of that was because of a chronic kidney disease that left her addicted to painkillers. So she could not manage being a parent at all anymore. So she brought the children up here to her father, to my neighbor's house. And he had also just lost his job. Just watched as the family was struggling. It dawned on me that with summer coming, the YMCA and summer camp would be, just ideal for them. So I reached out to to several of the people at the Y, and they worked so hard, leading up to camp, even into the first session, trying to get the paperwork together and get the funds. We had the two full sessions of camp for the 3 kids, and they started. I think I saw Janiyah just within the first few days of camp, the first session of camp. She came running over to me and she said, "Oh, Miss Nikki, I have a song that all my friends sing at camp," and she starts performing it, and she's happy. I've never seen her happy before this. So that was the first moment that I knew that something really special had happened. I remember going to pick up my kids from camp and pulling into the drive, and over to the right there's the field where the kids all run and play games, and I look over and I see John, the middle child, and he is running with just abandon. There's this enormous grin on his face. There's pure joy. The same thing with Jeffrey. Jeffrey was 11 that summer, and so at a very special point in a child's development, he really needed the social connection and had none of it. So we talked a little bit when I was caring for him, and he talked about how what he really wanted to do was go on trips and things like that. He had such a sense of kind of being trapped and isolated where he was. So maybe around the second week of camp, I end up having a conversation with him, and he says, I ask him about camp, and he says, "Oh, we go on a trip every day, and we play these games," and he's telling me all about it, and his face is lighting up with joy, and he says to me at the end of it, "I never wanted to end, Miss Nikki," and I didn't want it to end either. In those 2 sessions of camp, did more healing than just going to school and being around kids will do. He had a chance to be free and to play, and to kind of forget about the rest of his world for a little while. And that's been true for all 3 kids. They still are going to have a long, difficult road ahead of them. You can't just erase the things that a child misses in childhood. But I have such a powerful sense that these kids, without the help of the Y, really would have fallen through the cracks. That they got something special, a special kind of love and attention and acceptance there. I've seen what the YMCA can do to hold families together, both for my family and for my neighbor's family, and this is why I'm an advocate for the YMCA.